What's up, everybody? DS the Drunk Heavy again today, and today I'm going to give you my thoughts on AFK. With today being the last day of Triple SP, I know AFKers all over are taking this chance to sneak in some free SP. First off, I understand the controversy surrounding this subject. Some totally believe in AFKing and others despise it. It really makes sense that some are more passionate than others about the subject. There are hundreds or thousands or millions of topics where two sides just don't agree. Obama, gay marriage, abortion, which side of the toilet paper faces out. It's all up to the individual to decide where he or she stands. With that being said, I can't fucking stand people that AFK. I could go on a Kramer-esque tirade right now about how worthless these sacks of shit are, but I'm not going to. Instead, I'm going to try to provide a thought-out argument that disassembles the excuses that I've seen AFKers give to validate their method of boosting. When you go onto the Dust forums, there's usually always a topic on the first page involving AFKing. It's a pretty hot topic. People like to talk about it. It's extremely controversial, and that's why I chose to stay away from it for a while. You know, I didn't want to isolate myself in the Dust community. I want to build my channel and not really get into the controversy. But you know, I felt like I kind of had to with this. If you choose to disregard anything I say in the future based on this one video, I kind of feel sorry for you. Everyone has different opinions about different topics. If I chose to dislike anyone who liked something I didn't like, I would probably live a very lonely life. Remember that before you click away and tell yourself I'm an idiot that has no idea what I'm talking about. I know there's going to be some people that do that, but you know, just try to listen to my reasoning behind this whole subject. Anyways, back to the excuses. One of the most used excuses I've seen is Dust has gotten stale. Now, I kind of laugh to myself anytime somebody says this. Of course, the game that you've been obsessive over for the past year has gotten stale. It's been an incomplete game for a year. Most of the people I've seen that AFK have been playing Dust for near the beta's entirety. Games always get stale no matter what, especially those with, you know, very little content. Not to mention, Skirmish is such a slow game in the first place. It's no wonder people get bored. Now, I understand that playing the same game day in and day out gets old. Should it? Probably not. Is it CCP's fault? Yeah, kinda, yeah. But if the game gets stale to you, just take a break. Even if it's just a couple of days, just walk away from the PS3. It'll be there when you get back, I promise. Unless you live in the ghetto, and then there's no promises at all. But that brings me to my next excuse. I have to AFK to stay competitive. Now, I call bullshit on this one. Yes, you do need to build your SP. No, you don't have to AFK to do so. Saying you have to AFK to stay competitive is like saying you have to take steroids to be a professional baseball player. Most players that get caught using steroids are generally players trying to get that little boost to make it to the big leagues. AFK is the same way. Players know that without SP or, you know, steroids, they aren't good enough. There are the few actual good players that do boost, but for the most part it's players that know they don't have the skills to be competitive without an extreme advantage. Sure, it'll probably help, even though it's the bitch way to do it, but you don't have to do it. I know numerous players that are against AFKing and they're competitive. AFKing and being competitive are two completely unrelated things. You have to have SP, yes, but AFKing is not the only way for you to get SP. Play the game like it was intended to be played, instead of taking a shortcut because you either 1, think it makes you look like the cool kid in 6th grade with a pack of cigarettes, or 2, take the game so seriously you actually think people genuinely care about you. AFKing is just a crutch. If you need it, you're weak. Others have even said CCP forces us to AFK. Really? Next time CCP Frame or Fox 4 holds a gun to your head and tells you to AFK, please go all college girl on me and Instagram that shit. Their reasoning behind this excuse is that CCP made the game where if you don't earn SP, you don't progress. That's more bullshit. You get passive SP for just having a character created. No other first-person shooter that I've ever played has rewarded you for not playing the game. In other first-person shooter games, you have to work your way to the top. But because this game has an exploit available, AFKers are quick to jump on that opportunity. It's no different than having someone on the other team set an uplink in front of you and let you kill them over and over again. Another one I've heard is, I'm too busy to hit my cap every week. Now, how the fuck does this even make sense? In order to AFK, you have to be in front of your PS3 and your TV. You have to select the game mode and spawn in every game. It doesn't just do it for you. Why can't you just play? You're obviously at home, probably not doing anything productive anyways. I'm guessing a majority of the AFKers I've seen live on their computers and PS3 with no social life whatsoever. It's just a guess, so don't hate me, it's just the way it seems. If you take the game so seriously that you AFK, you should really evaluate where you are in your life. I'm just trying to help you out. Like I said before, take a few steps away from the PS3 for a little bit. Those are just a few of the excuses I've heard, and each one of them is just ridiculous in their own right. Exploiting the game for personal gain is pathetic. If you want to AFK, please tell me the real reason you do it. Is it because you're afraid of newer players passing you because you don't want to put the time in to do it legitimately? Is it because you're impatient and don't want to wait to cap? Either of those two reasons are better than the crock of shit excuses I've seen all over the forums. It's even gotten to the point where AFKers have their own little subculture on the forums, which leads me to believe some, if not most, do it so they feel accepted. Most of the AFK circle jerk revolves around inside jokes, terrible PR statements by the upper echelon of AFKdom, and other typical neckbeardery. But like I said in the beginning of this video, everyone has their own opinion on the matter. Regardless of what we think about AFKing, CCP supposedly has some sort of fix coming soon. TM. Do I hate AFKers? No, I don't hate them. I hate what they do. I imagine actually playing the game with some of them is generally a fun time. I just don't agree with AFKing in general. I see it as a bitch way out of putting in work. But to each their own. Y'all can keep AFKing. I'm gonna earn what I have. So yeah, those are my thoughts. That's just about the video. If you have thoughts or you want to rage at me, the comment section below it's great for that sort of thing. I'll try to reply to everyone that I see comment. If you dislike the video, not because of what I say, but because the video is actually bad, by all means dislike it. I don't really care about that. I would love to get liked, but if you don't like it, you don't like it. I can't help that. I understand how passionate you AFKers are about your method. With that being said, I'll see y'all later. Hit me up if y'all want to play some games. The character name is DS10. Subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see y'all around.
KKG.